Hi, so I wanted to share a story of this dream that I had a few months ago. It's like a very interesting dream, not even so much what happened, but just the concept. I basically had a dream that was a movie. I journaled it recently from memory, so I'm just gonna pretty much read the journal entry. Okay, so I've had many dreams in my life. This one I think stands out to me the most. I think about it often. It happened only 4 months ago. Actually, according to the half-typed notes on my phone, probably made hours or minutes after the inner movie had fleeted. Minutes or hours when it comes to holding on to the details of our other reality. I don't know what that means. I think I'm talking about like minutes can be like hours after you wake up from a dream, because it goes very fast. But I don't know, my handwriting's messy. So I wrote the note at 9:32 p.m. end of November, so I'll never really know. I probably did just wake up, honestly, because it's 2 a.m. and I just woke up now. So I refer to it above as a movie because that's actually accurate, though it really was a movie that followed a story and had a plot twist, and then the end was presented to me explaining a lesson. Okay, so I titled the movie Surreal Scary Wonderland and Why to Let Go. So a retelling, the best I can do without recollection of the entire memory, and a translation from the hardest language known to man, dream logic. So, scene 1. We were located in an odd sphere environment, a dome-type land, a lonesome planet, small in fact. Its presence in outer space was impossible to ignore, even when inhabiting I can't say that word. Inhabiting it. I don't know why I can't speak. Inhabiting, whatever. I'm really bad at speaking. That's, you know what I'm saying. Inhabiting it. I said titting, whatever. In contrast to the dark, isolating feelings the planet gave, it was very colorful. I described it as a surreal wonderland in my dream notes, and that's because it's basically what it was. I would describe the colors as clown colors. It was pretty though. The palette was just extreme and highly saturated, and the planet began raining 3D sphere objects. Tacky clown colors, of course. The group and I didn't like this because we couldn't make it stop, and the moment was looped over and over and over again. The looping was unpleasant, and the lack of control to change the situation was eerie because we knew we should have the power to change this. So it kept happening, and we just gave up being upset and decided clearly we can't change it. The moment we made that acceptance and realization, things resumed back to normal. The power of the moment was back in our hands, and everything was how it was before. So, scene 1 and scene 2. And each scene I have less memory of. Whoops. Okay, scene 2. A classroom. I know I've seen it before, the way this classroom is set up, but I can't really put a finger on it. I think it has the layout from my middle school, but I'm not sure. Although it wasn't set in middle school, it was set in the current day. Anyways, I walked into class late or barely on time because everyone was already seated, or maybe I was just wandering and just returning because I did that often in school. When I sat down at my group of desks, my handwriting's very messy, I'm sorry. When I sat down at my group of desks in the back corner of the class, I was killed with dread for the moment. My handwriting is so bad that I thought that said killed with dread. It's filled with dread. I wrote filled with dread. Also, I don't know why I didn't question that. I was like, yeah, it killed me. Okay. I did not want to be there, and then again, the moment was a time loop, happening over and over and over, and I didn't realize I was in the same dream. And although I didn't become lucid in my dream, I did think, oh, this again? I really don't know how that's possible, but okay. So I was suspended to the moment, but although in that moment I don't think I remembered that the surrender is what I needed to be free from the loop previously, but again, I surrendered, thought like I can't change this, so it is what it is, and the loop was broken. And then scene 3, I remember this location, this again, even more fragmented than the previous one. I remember the location the least. It's just fragments. I could be mixing it up with a different dream location, but there's definitely a third location. Anyways, by now you see the story is the same, each location, each lesson, so it doesn't even really matter. And I said, I think we were in a desert or something along that narrative, some sort of nature hike or journey, walking or something. Yeah, it's definitely fragments. It's like a weird picture that I can see in my head, but I just cannot put words to it. It's more of like a feeling. But again, the story doesn't matter as much because it goes the same with a group of people. Something uncomfortable happens, the moment gets looped, I'm upset about it, and then as soon as I let go, the problem is resolved. So then after that, I actually didn't finish this journal entry, which is common for me, so I'm just gonna go off the top of my head because this is the resolution anyways. After that, it was like a zoom out of like every single scene. It was like a zoom out of the group that I was with, because I guess it was the same people in every scene, and it was like this overhead voice. Yeah, it was like a narrator that was like, this was the life lesson of each scene. Basically, you have to let go and surrender to get what you want instead of just being upset about it and dwelling in it. So I'm editing and I realized that I didn't really make it clear that up until this point, I didn't have any idea that each of these scenes were from the same dream. So like getting shown this in my dream was actually a literal plot twist. I was shook, my mind was blown, my mind literally like revealed this to me. Imagine that. Like, I'm sure it's happened to other people before, but like literally, what the hell? Yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. Just like that, I can't even express to you how shook I was in my head, in my sleep. Dream me was like Pikachu face. Yeah. So it's like, as soon as you let go, you will get what you want. And it's crazy because that has definitely happened to me so many times, like so many times actually. My most viewed video on this channel is my 21 Pilots reaction. Like, privated a lot of my videos, and I've wanted to private that one, but I'm like, I can't do it, cannot do it. But around that time, I really wanted to see 21 Pilots live. Wanted to, but I like did not have money, so I was like, okay, whatever. But in the back of my head, I like knew I was gonna see them live, but I just like let go of it. And it was literally 3 days before the concert. I wasn't even thinking about it, and because I let go of it, I got the opportunity to freaking see them live. And like, that changed my whole course of like life. Like, literally, that is like one of the things that inspired me to make music, just saying. Yeah, so I got sidetracked, but it's just so crazy to me that literally there was a plot twist, and it was like, yo guys, that was, each scene was actually a life lesson, and that was all part of the same dream, and every person in this group was just getting taught that lesson. Like, what if there's a different like dimension, and like, what if those people are real and we like all had the same dream, like getting taught this weird lesson? I don't know. Probably not, because my theory about dreams is it's just our mind's way of communicating with us. Like, in symbols, we will understand whatever. I don't know. What do I know, though? It could be real. But yeah, I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to share because I do think that it was a relevant lesson, and I try to remember that when I'm going through tough times. Just like let it go and trust in the universe. Trust that things will work out. And it helps because even if you don't know how it's gonna work out, worrying doesn't help anything. So, you know, yeah, thought I'd share because I love talking about dreams, and it's 2 a.m. What better time to talk about dreams? Okay. Yeah, have a good day or night or whatever time it is when you're watching this. I'm considering making more YouTube videos because I don't do it ever anymore, so bye.